Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's Russell, and today guys we will learn how to create responsive mobile first projects on the web. Uh, in one word we will learn Bootstrap. Okay, so here you can get Bootstrap from getbootstrap.com, and here you can see Bootstrap means that you can build responsive mobile first projects on the web with world's most popular front-end component library. So there are lots of other alternatives of Bootstrap like Boolmask, Let's On, or something like that, but Bootstrap is the one that's commonly used among many people. So you got a huge community who are learning and exploring Bootstrap. So you can actually do many things with Bootstrap. Bootstrap is open source, and that's open source toolkit for developing with HTML, CSS, and JS. Basically, Bootstrap can speed up your development skills. He can create modern websites. So let's get into it. So first we have to download the Bootstrap. So in order to download and install Bootstrap into your machine, first you have to know the ways how to install it. The first one is to download, compile CSS and JS files and source files also, and you can also install Bootstrap with CDN way. Well, CDN stands for Content Delivery Network, and what it means is that you can just copy these two links, these four links. I'm sorry. Here we have four links to copy and paste into your project, and also you need an internet connection to deliver these stuffs into your project. So also you can install Bootstrap with npm, ruby-gems, and also some other stuffs over here, but what we want is to download this one here. Okay, if you tap the download button, and you will have a folder that's Bootstrap 4.1.3.zip. So make sure that you have the same folder as mine. So now I want to open a new file over here, and I just want to copy these two folders and just grab it, and I want to pass these two files into my Bootstrap folder. So just grab these files and paste to my project folder. That will take some time to grab and paste. Okay, so I have CSS and JS folders, and in that CSS and JS folders we have files. So here we have Bootstrap CSS files. You can see Bootstrap min CSS. That's what we want, that's what we need. Okay, and JS. So we need Bootstrap min JS, and we have to link these two files into our project. So in this video tutorial series I want to use the Sublime text, that's pretty popular. Okay, I just need to get rid of this, and I just want to open new folder, and okay, desktop, Bootstrap, select folder and close the other project. So I have to open new file over here, and file name should be index.html, if I could spell that. Okay, so I have created HTML file. Now the next thing is to just type simple HTML document. So for title I want to give a name, home, and actually we can open browser and split the window into two columns, and you guys can see what's happening. So I have to open new window, and in this window I have to open my index.html file. So grab that, paste in. Okay, perfect. So the first thing I want to do is to link up to our Bootstrap files. First thing is CSS link. As you guys seeing that I have Emmet package manager is installed. If you are using Bootstrap, be sure to install Emmet. That will make your project, it will make your codes more quick way. So I just want to talk about, I just do not to talk about this at this moment. I have to link the CSS file of Bootstrap into my project. So link that's in CSS folder, and CSS, and we need to Bootstrap min CSS. Okay, so perfect. And another thing is to link up script and source. That should be in GS folder. Okay, Bootstrap min GS. Oh my god. Okay, so, and I also recommend for you guys to write your scripts in the end of your codes. Near body, closing tag of body, because once the page loaded, scripts can be loaded at the same time with CSS files. So before the design of the page will be loaded, and after that we have a script, and this script will be loaded. Okay, so the number one thing that I want to talk about is alerts. So I just want to give a comment here, Bootstrap alerts. So we have almost 11 alerts in Bootstrap, and just I want to open div tag and give it a class name. That's alert primary, and after that inside div tag, opening and closing div tag, I want to have paragraph that has, okay, not lorem, just call it primary, and dash, and after that I want to have some lorem over here. Lorem is just text, a dummy text for sampling. So okay, so now I have an alert that has within div tags. Okay, save it. I need to reload the page, and we have primary alert here. And the next thing that I want to talk about is another alert type. that one is primary and secondary. So that's secondary. Okay, here we are. So again and again we have that one should be secondary, and this one should be success. Okay, success. Save it, reload it, and we have a greenish alert over here, success loading with the dollar settlement. Okay, and it also, as I said guys before, we have almost 11 type of alerts, and alerts: primary, secondary, success, and next one is warning. And this one should also be warning. Okay, great, reloaded, warning. So we have some kind of yellowish alert over here, and the next one is going to be we have primary, secondary, success, warning, and danger. Okay, danger. Oh yeah, we have reddish alert over here, and the next one is going to be light, and here you can see, and the next one is going to be dark one. Okay, as you know guys, if you are using mobile UI or website UI, so you can see here, you can use these kind of colors, and the alerts differs only by colors. And interestingly over here, light and dark, so you can use some kind of night and day themes for your project. Maybe this will be handy for you to use. So the next things I want to talk about is buttons, actually bootstrap buttons. So, and let me give here some space. Okay, so we have light and dark, and we have here a line to differ between buttons and alerts. So we have also the same colorly buttons. We just need to write button, and we have to write primary. Okay, primary, and button role is button. Okay, and we have to give it a class, class name btn primary, and here we are, we have primary button. And I want to create a div tag over here and give it a style, and head of it should be 500 pixels. So, and now guys, you can see button on the top of your screen, not at the end of it, and that will make you more easier to understand, I thought. So the next one is going to be primary, and as you know guys, that should be secondary. So I had to change class type of course, secondary. Okay, that's dark one. Yeah, we have this one also, and okay, so secondary, and the next one should be success, and warning. As you know, guys, these buttons differ by only colors. And okay, warning, we have primary, secondary, success, warning, and danger. That should be info and info, light one, and this should be dark. And actually we have also one more button type that's called link, just link, and I have to change or rename classes. That should be success, that should be warning, and this should be danger, and this should be info, light, dark, and link. Light, dark, and link. So save it, reload it. Here you can see a beautiful bunch of buttons over here. As you might thinking that these buttons are pretty good and better than custom buttons of HTML. For example, in HTML you can just write this kind of buttons, and over here you can see this basic HTML button that's not beautiful, not that kind of attention grabbing or something like that. So actually you can also customize Bootstrap buttons if you don't like to use these kind of colors, and if you want to like your own style, just create a custom .css and link up to your project just like that, CSS, and this should be custom CSS, and that's linked. Save it. And for example, you might be changing primary, so here we have btn primary, and you have to type btn primary, okay, primary, and you have to change the color of these button, just like this background, for example red, just like that. Here you can see, and as you might see that we have a border that has the same color as as the previous button. Okay. That's too easy to get rid of this kind of borders. Okay, so we have get rid of this kind of border. Okay, so when you hover over it, that changes into blue, and it's also easy to change the hovering effect. Just type hover, and just you have to change the property of background when it's hovered and hovered. Let's try yellow. Okay, reload. So okay, again, that when it's hovering we have a border that has one pixel, and that's blue. So the same thing over here, and you have to change the border and 1 pixel. Be sure to write solid, and that should be also yellow, or you can change it at any color that you want. Okay, so okay, good, great. So we don't need actually this. That's for you to guys to know how to customize Bootstrap buttons, or wherever, anything, any classes, any design that you want to change. Just create a custom CSS and change the properties. And also you can see how this how these buttons or this alert systems are built. Just go here, and if you are using Sublime, I don't know about the text editors. If you are using Sublime, just go the class, and we have definitions over here that you can just know how it works. For example, this one that's located in CSS bootstrap.css 22899 line actually. So here you can see how btn properties are described here. So you can also copy and do some kind of stuff over here, a bunch of codes, but do not change the Bootstrap files. Never change. If you want to change the design, just change it by your custom design, as I showed you guys. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is outlined buttons. Let's come out over here and write outlined buttons. Okay, great. So I need also some space over here, hr, and just I want to copy all of these and make them outlines. Not link. Oops, they should be actually over here. Okay, we have a problem, I thought. Then it should be like this, not like that. I don't mark a link. Okay, outline, great. So we have outlined buttons over here. You can see much more beautiful than the simple HTML button. So actually you can also use outline buttons if you want. And the next thing that I want to talk about is button groups. So guys, if you want to just gather 2 or more buttons, just write d tag, open, close, give it a class, and btn group, and you need some buttons. Let's grab buttons over here. Okay, and okay, so as you guys thinking, there is no space between these buttons, and let's get rid of outline. Okay, and you can see guys what's happening over here. As you seeing, guys, there is no space between buttons, and over here we have a space between buttons. So these ones are grouped buttons, and you can gather more than one button in one line. And you might also thinking about outline it. As you see, guys, we have already created outline it, and I thought we should copy this one and cut. Okay, and just like that. So we have outlined buttons and we have not outlined buttons, simple buttons. Okay, so great, well done. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is vertical button groups. Okay, let me call this section grouped buttons. Okay, great. That's outlined buttons, and we need HR over here, and here we need also HR. Okay, great. So let's make these guys vertical. It's just the same thing as horizontal one. Just open div tag and give it a class name btn group, and you have to type buttons over here and button classes. We have button class btn primary, btn the secondary, btn access warning. So we have four buttons, and that's going to be located take position of vertical. Okay, so let's make them the same type of buttons. Let's make all of them dark. I thought that will be more beautiful. So the next thing I want to join over here is vertical. Just easy, huh? Here you can see we have pretty much beautiful vertical buttons that you can use. Well, you can use these buttons in order to create some kind of header on the left side of your screen. Maybe you can float these buttons. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is one more thing, you can also make this one as outline. It's just typing here outline. So the next thing I want to talk about is block buttons. So block buttons. Let's grab this. I thought, guys, you have already know how to create buttons and how to work with this kind of buttons, because it's too easy to memorize these classes. I thought Bootstrap itself is to memorize the class names, and that's given in Bootstrap, and to use them in proper way. So we have block buttons, so 2 of them is enough for us. So let's role button class btn dark, and here we need again btn block. Okay, great. And let me some space over here. You can see here we have a primary, not primary, black button. Let's make it warning maybe. Okay, we have a block level button that's take your whole page, take space of your screen, full of your screen. Okay, so let's make the second one is dark and outline it. Okay, outline secondary, that should be dark, outline it, black button. Okay, so something is wrong, I thought. Yeah, we need to write here btn black. Okay, here are. Okay, great. So the next thing I want to talk about is that one is not outlined because this one should be here and that's outlined. Well done. So next thing that I want to talk about is the sizes of buttons. You might be wondering about how can I change button sizes. You can also change your button sizes over here with your own custom CSS bot. There is a way to change, one more way to change button sizes, if I could spell that. Just write button and give it a class name as usual, btn. Let me make it primary. Okay, and we'll call it primary large button. Okay, so let's write again a class name that's btn large. Large. Okay, so that's a large button. Over here you can see that's a small one, this small, and all the buttons are smaller than this one. So over here in the HR to separate. Okay, so we have a big large button, and LG stands, as you know guys, LG stands for large, and as you're thinking we have also one more button size that's small. Just write that, primary large, not this time, small. And guess what? Yeah. Okay, so we have primary large button and primary small button, and you can also customize the size of the button as I mentioned before. Create your custom CSS file and grab the class and make it your own. You can change the sizes. So you can also make these buttons outlined. So that's pretty much everything for today guys, and if you like the video, please thumb up or like the video, and if you have some suggestions and something else, please write it in the comment section below, and I will like to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.